Two and one. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this next installment of the Northwest Chamber of Commerce Member Interview Studio. Joining us today is the General Manager at Bonefish Grill, Chris Popp. Chris, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
We are huge fans of Bonefish for great happy hours, great nights out. So definitely consider them in your next dinner out, happy hour out, or for a night of carry out. We always love to support Bonefish and are grateful for all the things that Chris does for us.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're really lucky with everything going on to be able to keep on trucking and keep on pushing and put out some great deal with family large bundles and things like that, and put up the tent that we have coming back now for outdoor seating as well, coming in like the next week or so. Actually, the 22nd is getting installed. So next week we'll have our tent back outside again too. So all the good things keep on pushing forward with what's going on is awesome right now.
And that'll be nice because next week I did look, it's going to be in the 60s or so. So we will definitely consider a happy hour one night. Hopefully some other chamber members can join us. But we're excited to have you here today, Chris, to get to know you a little better on a personal level and also a little more about the restaurant and your experience. So again, thank you. Of
course.
So the first question I've got for you is, what is it that first got you into the world of management, into Bonefish and into restaurants?
So growing up my entire life, my parents were both actually in restaurants. My father was a regional general manager with both TGI Fridays and with Bonefish. He was with the company for a whole lot of years. He actually opened the first Bonefish outside of Florida. My dad was part of Virginia and in Maryland and kept on growing the company for quite a good bit of years. So it was kind of bred into me. I kind of was forced into it almost unknown to myself that I had to do this. But fit for me. It just worked out really, really well with everything. And I got really lucky that it was something that I could do and do well and excel at going forward with it. So
that's great. And already growing up in that world too, you know what the hours are like, what the dedication is like, you know, the lay of the land. So I'm sure it just kind of gets you groomed right into that position.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a lot. And being prepared that way definitely helps. So.
Right. And what do you love most about your job?
I'd have to say like the ever-changing environment. You never know what's going to bring. Weather impacts your day-to-day life. Anything that you can think of will impact what's going on. Coronavirus, everything makes a huge impact. So to be able to consistently have that opportunity is very, very nice. We're lucky that way that when it comes down to it, I don't ever have to think about that consistent same old over and over again. I can actually just 100% know that I'm going to have something new to do every day. And I love that.
That definitely makes it exciting and, obviously gives you a lot of room for creativity and how you handle situations. And during the pandemic, you guys have been so innovative with your means there. So that's great to see.
Thank you.
Now, has there been a favorite moment in your career so far?
I'd have to say the first time I signed my actual proprietorship contracts. So with Bonefish, we signed like a general manager, partial owner contract. So I actually have a whole bunch of different options, stock options, things like that. So the first contract I signed and learning about what was actually going into it and how it was all actually going to take place, that was huge. I was really lucky to be able to do that and be a part of that when it was still a big thing. So
that's great. Now, how about of course, in the restaurant business, I'm sure, as you've said, it changes day to day. What about funny or interesting experiences while on the job?
I would probably say the funniest experience was when my dad was still with Fridays, pre-Bonefish, a whole bunch of years back. I was probably around like 11 years old. He didn't have a babysitter, so of course I'm at the restaurant with him. And Adam Sandler walks in Towson at TGI Fridays, and followed by thousands of people just hounding and following around. So me being like a 12-year-old kid, Happy Gilmore, like now, like, no idea. I'm like, Dad, give me an autograph. And he's like, no, let the man eat his food. Like, and the whole thing, the way it all played out. But to see the entourage, to see the people and the way it all played out, That was probably one of the wildest experiences I've ever been a part of.
And of all celebrities, what a great celebrity. Like at any age, you're just in awe of Adam Sandler.
100%. So that was really neat. So.
That's a great one. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you have a great team at the restaurant. Is there a word that you like to live by or that you like to impart on your team or anything like that?
I mean, hospitality is the name of the game. If there's anything that we consistently talk to everyone about, that we consistently drive through an interview process and everything as well, it's all about hospitality and how we take care of our people. And that goes to not just our guests, but our employees as well. How are we all going to bring that to the table, and what can you add? That's hospitality that's our word. That's our go-to. So.
And you guys are always hospitable, especially you. I mean, every time Kathleen and I come and have a drink, you guys are always checking on us. It's always a great experience, and we love coming back because of that.
Thank you.
Now, how about a favorite sound or a noise? I mean, I know you guys always have music going. Do you have anything in particular you prefer?
It's tough. When you put hot food on the grill, because we use that open wood burning grill, that sizzle is awesome. Like, it is a great feeling and a great sound. And it is a little bit different, but it is a nice thing, and you really can feel and know that it's cooking the right way. And that's a nice one. So having that wood burning, that nice sizzle that comes out of it, that's a good one right there. So
I have not heard that answer yet, and I really love it, and it's just so fitting. I really like that one. It's good. Now, of course, you've grown up in this industry, always had some kind of influence on it in your life. Is there a profession other than your own that you would have liked to attempt at some point, or that you would like to attempt?
I'd love to get back into coaching a little bit of baseball. I played all the way through college. Would love to be able to take some time and be able to get in with the kids and have some fun, maybe go back to my old high school and see how I can help. I've been a part of a lot of alumni events and things like that. So I think that'd be a cool direction, and something I could really get into and still manage and work life and business and be able to do that. So that's definitely something I've looked into a few times, and something that's on the radar for sure.
That's great. I love that. That's a good feeling, I'm sure, to be able to do that kind of stuff. Now, because we're in Baltimore, I do have to ask you, where did you go to high school?
I went to Delaney.
Okay, my parents went to Delaney. Interesting, 76. Now, probably the most important question that we ask on these interviews, what is the one business lesson that you wish you would have known prior to starting your career?
I mean, that's tough, because it was drilled into me so much growing up. I heard about it on the day-to-day, and especially because my parents and family was part of Bonefish already. Right. One thing that I definitely learned the hard way when I did get into my position was about staying ahead. And it came to like equipment and facilities and maintenance and things like that. Staying ahead so the building will run more efficiently is something that I did not think about as much. As the years went on, and I learned that, if something is breaking, it's you have to get ahead of it. You have to know, and you have to have that 100% effective and efficient equipment in order to do it the right way. Yeah. And I learned the hard way, and won't ever have to deal with that again. So.
And with that mindset too, I'm sure, that helps with, like a global crisis that happened in the last year. I mean, to ask and check your resources and do what you need to do as the manager there. I mean, I'm sure that took a lot as well.
And we're very lucky to have the corporate team behind us that gives us great direction, to give us ideas, thoughts, and how to process, and gives us some structure behind ourselves that we would need if we had no idea, or somebody was here without some, it's very nice to have that backbone behind us. It's huge. So. Well,
that's great. Well, thank you so much for participating in our interview series.
Of course.
I hope you guys have a very successful St. Patrick's Day. I hope it's a good upcoming weekend. And with the tent coming next week, and you said that's the 22nd?
Yes, ma'am. We'll install on the 22nd. Should be ready to roll, full on setup by the 25th that Wednesday.
Awesome. Well, yep. We will help spread the word about that, and hopefully be seeing you next week for a cocktail sometime.
Awesome. Can't wait. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Chris.
Take care.